We go to a restaurant after I land back in LA. I see a hickey on her neck. I ask her where the she get that hickey from, because I have not seen you in a week. She sat right there, played dumb, and said, oh no, I don't know what the about on her phone, didn't want to look at me. She finally breaks and tells me that she's seen a whole nother guy. They went out for a date, they ate food, she got kissed on, while I was telling her on the phone how much I wanted her to be my girlfriend.
That's crazy.
She said, well nigga, I was expecting you to do something for me on Valentine's Day. I was expecting flowers, or if you didn't do anything or take me out or give me roses, you were cut. Mind you, ever since we broke up, she's been constantly posting her body. She has went outside, and the day she got in a car accident, she was gonna go outside to be in other niggas' sections.
So, okay, why would you expect someone you broke up with to give you flowers for Valentine's?
Everybody talking about W method. Is W method till I drop the receipts of text messages that y'all would be blown.
Now. You had the hickey on you mean? So the fact that you try to act some type of way that he getting on the 20v1 for content, even though you was doing scattered activity with a ball off the camera, not content, now is not really the time to act like a victim. The most toxic relationship in streaming. A video by Omizi. Now I know this regards my man's T Banks, and Cameron Levine, for those of y'all who don't know, is the sister of Zach Levine, the NBA star. Shout out that boy. But apparently her and T Banks, they have a toxic relationship. I don't really know what's going on because I was watching T Banks, but I took a little break. So now seeing that they broke up, I heard she was doing some things that wasn't quite good. Little scattered activity. But we not going to jump the gun to make assumptions. We just going to listen and see what happened. Omizi, take it away.
The that's funny is if I go on my page, on my Instagram, because everybody talking about W method. Is W method till I drop the receipts of text messages that y'all would be blown.
Oh.
Images, just everything, bro. Like
the Banks
that,
files?
like y'all don't. I'm not the.
Let me move my joint again. I'm blocking Omizi.
That signed
Indeed.
the NDA.
Oh, now
I
she
don't
got the
need to be
Banks
scared
files.
about shit. That's scared of me.
The Banks files is
One
crazy.
I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm talking about Tamari.
We go to a restaurant after I land back in LA. I see a hickey on her neck. I ask her where the she get that hickey from, because I have not seen you in a week. She sat right there, played dumb, and said, oh no, I don't know what the about on her phone, didn't want to look at me. She finally breaks and tells me that she's seen a whole nother guy. They went out for a date, they ate food, she got kissed on, while I was telling her on the phone how much I wanted her to be my girlfriend.
Now this relationship drama is the type that I can get into. You know, it's T when you see them two fingers touching. Now I know what you guys are probably thinking. Omar, didn't you say the last time we covered relationship drama that it's nobody's business? We don't have a right to say anything. We don't need to make commentary and videos about.
Hey man, it's the internet, bro. If you ain't want it to happen, don't bring it to the internet, man. That's rule number one. One of the rules of the internet. It's definitely the first 10 for sure.
Yeah, that was based off speculation.
Come on
that was
now.
when we didn't know anything and people were being parasocial FC. But if people give us the information, I gotta package it up and report it. If you're new to this channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for us in the community here at the Unemployed News Network. Now, back into the video. Content creator T Banks, or TV Banks as a lot of people know him, was recently in a relationship with Zach Levine. Yes, NBA All-Star Zach Levine's sister Cameron. And a lot of people had criticisms about their relationship beforehand. Whether TV Banks goes about making content surrounding relationships has always been a question. We'll get into that a little bit later into the video. But I say this to say it's surely gonna rock the airwaves when a girlfriend of his comes to the internet and says that she's gonna speak it all. She's gonna tell all the allegations, send all the pictures, send all the messages because she didn't sign an NDA like his last girlfriend. This all started because there was speculation, rumors, and
what is she claiming T Banks did?
Maybe some words from him, T Banks, saying that he would go on a 20v1 dating show for Valentine's Day. Now, in the content creation world, this should be all fair game, but it seemed like this was real. So real that Cameron Levine, his girlfriend at the time, had to address it.
Is possibly going on a 20v1 tomorrow. I don't really care to expose anybody. I'm going to be so real. No, like I'm being dead ass.
But seeing the clip that we seen in the beginning, you said you gonna show everything. You know what I'm saying? What are we really talking about? You know what I'm saying?
And there's like, I don't know how to explain it. There's more to the story and shit. Yeah, like, no, I'm actually exposing this segment. I'm pretty sure he is, which is fine.
Now. You know what I'm saying? Because then again, T Banks is going to talk about how he was calling you. You had the hickey on you mean? So the fact that you try to act some type of way that he getting on the 20v1 for content, even though you was doing scattered activity with a ball off the camera, not content, now is not really the time to act like a victim, but I could have my series of events mixed up chronologically, so we gonna see what really happened. But if you really is saying this, and then you got, you know what I'm saying, found out for having the hickey and shit, like, what are we really talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense.
A lot of shit that that y'all just would be like, damn, that poor ass girl. Not saying it's really poor me, because I'm not gonna lie, I have my own faults, and I can't come on here and show y'all everything that I need to show. And if I'm going to lay down shit straight and stand on shit, I gotta be able to show shit, bro, because y'all ain't gonna believe me. But when I pull up threads and y'all see y'all favorite creator or that person that y'all looked up to so highly, and y'all see someone for who they really are.
Like, what is we talking about? Like, you acting like this nigga Diddy. Is T-Banks Diddy? No, I'm not even gonna say that, bro. Like, come on. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing, but I ain't never throw dirt on a man name who ain't never did nothing to me. So let's see what it is.
People,
the verb is she using? See who they really are behind clothes. It's like, damn, shorty, what the nigga do? All because he wanted to go on a 20v1. You acting like this? Like, what?
That changes the light and how you view that person.
Now, every time I hear these relationship content creator, internet dramas and stories, I sit back and I reflect a little bit. The weirdest dynamic in this one is the weaponization of audience. Now, it seems that T-Banks and Cameron have a lot of internal issues that should remain within the relationship for what it's worth. But for some reason, the way to broach this is by bringing this to a community and trying to play on the heartstrings of an audience. Particularly in the fact that it is left so vague in the beginning as to what was done, what wasn't done. We live in a world where people are more pessimistic than optimistic. So when you leave those things for interpretation, people are already gonna jump the gun and say, hey, this person placed hands on me, this person did this type of stuff to me sexually, this person cheated on me, this person did all these different things. And the reason why they know that they can get that off is because they know that this person is a public figure. It's almost like you have to be first in this game in order to win, and you shouldn't be trying to win in a relationship, whether it's going into one or breaking up out of one. And T-Banks understands that. He understands that people on the internet are ready to jump to conclusions and, more importantly, jump down people's throats about where they stand and what they've done and which side they're on. And even though there is validity to that, because you don't want to be supporting somebody who could potentially be, you know, abusive or harmful, it also can be harmful the way that people weaponize others' communities and spread out these little lies to people who are very influential. So he tries to jump the gun and set the standards straight about all these things in his response to his ex-girlfriend.
This shit is all over Twitter. This shit is all over TikTok, and this person only went on live to fucking hurt my career. She has nothing for her to gain by telling her side of the story. You don't do YouTube, you don't stream, your family's already fucking taken care of. There's no reason for you to go on live and sit right there and say I'm gonna expose him other than to fucking hurt me. And this is not the only time she's threatening to go on the fuck. I have a video of her saying she's gonna go on the internet to expose me. Expose what? A story between us? No matter if I fucking cheated or you cheated, no matter what happened, these niggas don't need to fucking know. This is between us. This is private. She knows about Fear Buck. She knows about these people posting me saying I don't give a fuck. She knows this shit is gonna come back on me. If I fall off tomorrow, if I get allegations on my name, she's still taken care of. Y'all have y'all life to go on. My life is fucked up. I lose my car. I lose my dog. I lose my apartment. I lose my brand deals. I go back to being fucked up in life. And what the fuck did she lose from this situation? Not anything.
Wait.
It's crazy.
Did I hear that right?
Y'all have y'all life to go on. My life is fucked up. I lose my car. I lose my dog.
Why would you lose your dog in any situation? T-Banks so far is absolutely correct. I don't think his infidelity is something for internet conversation. Now, if this was something that was done in open and public, then maybe we can have conversations with it. Like if somebody caught him in the club kissing somebody, or if, you know, he was out with somebody on the town that wasn't his girlfriend and all that stuff was caught. That's a different conversation. But saying that he cheated in the past tense and then we're here to this day and now you're coming back weeks, months later, or whatever the case may be, and attempting to expose him doesn't really do any sort of purpose. And it makes sense just to keep it all offline. But where I start to disagree with him is how he then proceeds to handle his business and his relationship post her claiming that she was going to expose him. It seems
did he jump the gun and he exposed everything before she did?
It seems as though there is a conversation about the things that they both did in the relationship. Fine and dandy. But just as you are asking her
I really never seen they shit as a real relationship. That's crazy. Okay. They really was going at it. Okay.
and not expose that stuff, why would you then come to the internet and expose what she did?
We go to a restaurant after I land back in LA. I see a hickey on her neck. I ask her, where the fuck did she get that hickey from? Because I have not seen you in a week. She sat right there, played dumb, and said, oh no, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about on her phone, didn't want to look at me. She finally breaks and tells me that she's seen a whole nother guy. They went out for a date, they ate food, she got kissed on, while I was telling her on the phone how much I wanted her to be my girlfriend. It gets worse. During the previous 2 weeks, I ended up finding...
T-Banks not a stupid nigga, you know what I'm saying? He said, I see this opportunity to get some bread. You know what I'm saying? You took it there, I'm gonna take it there even more. I understand it. I ain't mad at him. You do gotta have a little bit of accountability though. You was mad at her for doing the joint. She ain't get to do the joint yet, but then again, she is implying that she gonna try to expose you, try to ruin you. So he feel like he gotta set the record straight. I feel you. And he knows it's gonna make the vid pop. Like, I understand what you did, big bro. I understand what you did. I'm not telling you what you should do, but at the end of the day, we do gotta be fair. We do got to say that you did the exact thing that you said you will be mad at her for doing. But hey, you know, do your thing.
Now, she was texting her ex back and forth while laying in my bed, while sleeping over, while we would be out on dates. Her ex was texting her phone, and she was texting her ex back and forth. At this point, I had my ex blocked on all platforms. She would sleep over, she would wake up, first thing to do is she would see if her ex texted her, she would text him back paragraphs. She was texting her ex at my house. I unblocked her ex because she told me that she wanted to apologize. I only unblocked her after I seen she was communicating with her ex, so I said there's no reason to leave mine blocked if you won't block this man. What? I'm not gonna do anything that you won't do yourself. So what ended up happening was, the same week that she met this guy and got kissed on, she went and had a conversation with her ex at a restaurant down the same fucking street. She went and see her ex, had a conversation with him, then she sees this guy. Then when I found out everything, I came home, I let her know, I don't want you to come over, I don't want to speak to you. She went to the mall, she bought me these shoes and clothes and stuff. She pulls up to my crib anyway. I ended up finding out that a nigga that cracked her calls her phone because he found out that she lost her car and wanted to make sure she was okay. All in the same day. She said, well, nigga, I was expecting you to do something for me on Valentine's Day. I was expecting flowers, or if you didn't do anything or take me out or give me roses, you were cut. Mind you, ever since we broke up, she's been constantly posting her body. She has went outside, and the day that she got in a car accident, she was gonna go outside to be in other nigga sections. I would rather eat this fucking table than send you motherfucking flowers. Give me a motherfucking butter knife and a fork. So she went in there and was like, yeah, he was gonna go on a 20v1 for Valentine's Day. But during the whole 2 weeks, that same night, she was going to a club. Whether or not she was gonna be on niggas or not, she was going to a club, going to a section where there's men around.
So when did they break up? Was it before Valentine's?
She had seen men that previously have tried to talk to her before. You're posting shit on Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, your body. You're posting shit you knew that I was not okay with during a relationship to spite me. But yet, you're mad because I said I'm gonna do a 20v1 on Valentine's Day. And you expected me to buy you flowers because of what happened in our relationship? Then she go on live and say, yeah, he's gonna do a 20v1. Am I tripping? Is D on yarn right? Am I a bitch ass nigga for doing that 20v1? Would y'all have bought flowers and took someone out on Valentine's Day if they did that to you? And y'all broke up? Or am I valid for doing what I was supposed to do? If I'm posting my ass, my feet, my titty.
So, okay. Why would you expect someone you broke up with to give you flowers for Valentine's? Unless they were still together by that point, which, you know, when did he find all this stuff out that she was cheating and doing all that scattered activity? You know, was this before Valentine's? If that was, and y'all was been done with each other, why would he give you flowers for Valentine? That just don't make no sense.
My cleavage and I'm going out to clubs and shit. Y'all would have did the thing for the girl? Am I tripping? Or am I valid for doing the 20v1? It's my career. I can do what I want.
Now, for the life of me, I can't understand why we feel like we have to come to the internet with these different things and expose this, because it doesn't make anybody look good in any way, shape, form, or fashion. One, it makes Cameron look bad. I guess if you have this concept about like cheating being bad, you know, you have that in your morality clause. I think it's bad, but you know, some people don't, so it is what it is. But two, it makes T-Banks look bad because we didn't need to know that you had all this stuff happen to you in state. And I sat here and I really tried to figure out why.
Whoa. He stayed?
Need to know that you had all this stuff happen to you in state. And I sat here and
I hope I ain't hear that right. T-Banks don't seem like that sucker type of nigga, bro. Like, he heard she did all that stuff to him and then he took her back. Please, no.
Really try to figure out why T-Banks would want us to know any of this sort of stuff, but it's because he is trying to play these community/audience games. He's trying to give us a campaign as to why he is right, why she is wrong, why he is the winner in this situation, why he's not
he trying to make that bread,
bad guy, etc., etc. At one point, he even makes a video where he talks about her red flags, which is weird because I'm not planning on dating her.
The first red flag I noticed from this girl, and I'm not gonna lie, Cameron has a massive ego from
I ain't gonna lie, he is milking this up. He doing it for the bread. What you want? I ain't too mad at it. Shoot.
Her life played out. Y'all seen it on TikTok that she claims she can pull any nigga that she wants. She would do things that was constantly disrespectful, and she constantly would give me a compliment and then snatch it away. For example, she would be like, oh, I know you got a big meat, but it's not that big though. I've seen way bigger. Or she'd be like, yeah.
See, that's the thing though. If you knew all this though, why would you still get with the John? Like, you know what I'm saying? You was talking about how you wanted her to be a girl, but she had all these red flags that you ignore. Like, it is kind of in bad faith for you to come out after the fact and say that as if, you know what I'm saying, oh yeah, she was scared from the jump. But you did get with her though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be a little, you know what I'm saying, consistent with it. So me, I don't even know why he got with her in the first place though. Like shorty, I guess he was trying to secure that NBA bag, but hey, bro, I understand what you were doing, big bro. I get it. I don't co-sign it, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? But Cameron, like, I don't know, like she, you know, I wouldn't cuff.
6 foot, you're kind of tall, but you're not that tall, you're short. She would do this constantly, off screen, backhanded compliments. She would have, you got big me, but I've seen some shit. You're like, you look big me, but I've seen some crazy shit before. One of my friends had a 9-incher. She took a 9.
Like she's saying that off stream and you still with her. That is kind of crazy, my man.
Okay? And I would ask her, why can't you just give me a compliment? She would give me a compliment and snatch it. Compliment, snatch it. Compliment, snatch it. Off stream.
So T Banks is 6 inches. I don't know why we need this. There's 2 reasons why T Banks would be campaigning to his audience. And one of them surprisingly involves Kai Cenat. First and foremost, T Banks does have what people would consider a toxic relationship history. I kind of referenced it at the beginning of this video.
Let's not even get him misconstrued. He probably do be doing some foul behaviors in them relationships too. But hey, you know.
But he's always kept his,
because he be flexing on his girls and shit. Like when he get a girlfriend, he be like low-key like shitting on them, like, you know what I'm saying. And he be saying that's part of his personality because his family used to get on him for his bread, so now he got somebody else with him that he doing that same, you mean, like, but that's just part of his comedy routine. If they discuss it and that's what he do, okay, cool. But if you sign up for the program and then after the program you start raging about the program, you did it to yourself. And that's where we got to hold T Banks accountable too. Like you was talking about her red flags, but at the end of the day, you cuffed that John. You cuffed her.
Relationships online, and through that online relationship with his ex or his exes, he's built up this identity as somebody who is a toxic boyfriend.
Okay, then why are you with me? That's a good question. I mean, shit, it's guaranteed food and neck every night. I mean, shit, I'm taking guaranteed contact every time. I ain't gonna go on a 10-day. It's guaranteed. Hold on. Show me your glasses. Where the arms in your shit? Back up. Hey, it's guaranteed. I'm saying guaranteed 30 million every time. I was already taking 10 days. Where your arms in your shit? No, show me your glasses. No, leave me your shit. Yo, what arms it? How is that bouncing on your face?
Yo.
Let me that shit. Whoa! So when I say nigga with no money, I can get ass. And I ain't paying tax because I ain't your dad.
You act like you want shit every night.
Hold on, wait. Okay, well,
Wait, there's nothing wrong with wanting something.
exactly. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing
I mean, I swipe my car for everything else, so shit.
Okay, you won't keep us fucking.
No,
Hold on, wait. Would you describe my friend over here, T-Banks? Would you describe him as a trick? Like, does he trick
For me, yeah.
No, it's cool.
Okay. Alright, look. I mean, that's okay, bro. But I'm not a trick, though.
Okay.
If it's your girl,
It's your girl, it don't count.
You gonna take care of it.
Fact.
Okay, I ain't never did no other deals. Name one business say they got deals on me. Name one business they got a flight ticket or anything. You ain't even got a flight ticket. You ain't got a passport, so you can't go nowhere I can.
What?
Slow down. See, he just threw that in. We don't need to know.
Yeah, my fault. But it's wrong, though. But it's not the therapist.
Embarrassing your girlfriend, joker.
Yeah, see, his content do be like girl-centered and him embarrassing his girl, which is like, you could say bro could do whatever he do, but like at the end of the day, like, why does that have to be your content? Like, you a funny nigga, we know that. But every time something happened with a girl, that's when his name do be popping the most. And my nigga noticed that, but you know, that could be something he got to figure out. He could feel like, I don't know, like he can't do it without having girl content going on, which, you know, whether or not that's true, that's his battle to find out, his battle to fight. And like we said, if the girl don't like being a part of that type of script, that part of dynamic, that, what's it called, that type of dynamic, they can always just walk away. Because as far as I know, T-Banks not forcing them to be with him and forcing them to get shat on, you know. But we can, 2 things can be true at the same time. The girlfriends could be scattered and he could be scattered too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he treated his girlfriends, it could be bad.
Or not is something that's going to get you a long talking to in the car on the way home. That reference about the NDA in the beginning of the video, this is the same ex-girlfriend that he made sign that. And what I would probably highlight is a manipulative tactic, not the act of signing an NDA before you get into a relationship, but how he went about doing it. I think part of the reason why is to cover up some of the off-camera stuff that may be going down in the relationship later on.
I signed it to be with him because he threatened me that he was going to break up with me if I didn't sign the NDA, and I wanted to be with my man.
That's not right. I don't think that's right.
Because he's scared about the real stuff that really happened in our relationship. Y'all are protecting this man that literally embarrassed me and made me look bad anytime he got.
Yeah.
That's true.
anytime he fucking got show proof, he has the NDA. It's not that. Ask him about it. Ask him about the NDA.
And we don't need the NDA. Look, I'm not here to really speculate because these are heavy allegations that people are attempting to lay onto him. And for what it's worth, we just don't have the evidence. Whether it be the NDA that's stopping us from getting it or just the lack of people speaking it, I think that that's fine and dandy. But because he is campaigning to the court of public opinion, there's a ton of videos out there on T Banks as to how he deals with the women that he's in relationships with. You decide.
You didn't even block me that day. Because you chased me up the stairwell and you wouldn't let me leave. You picked me up and grabbed me and said, we're gonna talk about this.
That's what a real nigga does.
And then I finally got away from him. I ran down the street and he found me.
Jesus. That's what a real nigga does. Now let's talk about the time that I tried to leave and you barricaded your door with tables and vacuum
Same. What about the time I tried to leave and you grabbed my backpack and my keys and my phone was like, yep, nope. What about that time?
What about that time I was trying to leave and you slammed a glass full of sugar?
On the ground because you kept trolling me. Because as we're walking back to my fucking crib, he gonna say, yep, I can't wait to leave this shit. And I told him I was already crying, I was already stressed out, and I got overstimulated. I was like, bro, I'm dead ass about to throw the sugar. Like,
So have you ever barricaded me in your crib?
I stood in front of the door, yes, 100%.
When I tried to leave, have you ever tried to grab me and pick me up? Or not pick me up, but grab me so I wouldn't leave?
Because you picked me up. Because I won't move out of the door. So you literally physically grab me and pick me up and try to put me on the bed and then run out. That's his method.
I should have stand by myself.
His method.
I know, I heard you the first time. You know how you keep saying it to rage, baby.
I'm talking
You said it the first time underneath your breath. I didn't hear you, so you tried to make me. I heard you the first time.
I'm not talking about in general.
No, you whispered it.
I'm talking about today.
Then when I didn't say anything, then you said it again to get a response. I heard you the first time. It's good.
I'm not trying to do a response.
You did. That you are. Because you said it twice.
Here you go.
First you whispered
Here
it.
you go. Here you
I didn't
go.
say nothing. You're like,
Why
I should have
can't-
stayed home.
Nigga,
I heard you. You're good. It says
Bro,
vibe
why are
out.
you, nigga, it's not a competition. Nigga, I'm tired. I don't want to be. Come on, bro. That's just funny.
Turn the music down. I'm not trying to cover it.
Now they.
It do sound like she was smiling right there when she said, come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Like, yeah.
That's just funny.
Turn the music.
Y'all doing the method or what? Like, is this real? I really can't tell with T Banks, bro. Like, it just, no, it definitely probably do be real, but then he just cash in on that junk.
Music down. I'm not trying to cover
No.
it.
Like, yeah, this good content.
Now they clip my ass and they say I look chopped. I see it clipping me on the internet like.
You're telling them what to clip now.
No.
That's like me saying, yo, chat, I'm about to say a slur. Clip it and get me canceled. So you're
Good
talking,
sleep.
so I have to put the camera on you so you can
Look,
talk
I don't
to
need
him.
to. No, I'm not. I told you. Tamari, keep doing that shit. After I just said don't do it.
You never win. These niggas
Yeah,
sound like
that's
they work
crazy.
for the whole time. Holy dick. It's always, like, you wanna know why it don't really bother me though? It's because when we went to Hawaii and we had 4 days straight or 3 days straight of like actual love couple shit. Not a single person said, oh my God, W. Cam T. Banks, I want a relationship just like them, bro. They actually do anything. He took his girl to Hawaii. You didn't see nothing good.
Now, the other reason why he would be campaigning is based off of what just happened with Kai Cenat and Gigi. Recently, Kai Cenat took to the internet to apologize to Gigi for his lack of action, communication, or standing up for her in defense of everything that was going on surrounding their breakup. Kai says, I just want to say this from my heart. It can be confusing to see news about me and the people around me that isn't true. I've been sharing my life online for a long time now, and know that once you share aspects of your life with the world, it can be hard to keep things private. There have been rumors, speculations, and comments made about my previous relationships and my friends. I want to apologize for not addressing things sooner, but I needed to take a step back from social media and process everything. People react to things in different ways. It is an emotional time and should have been
That's low-key a cop-out, my nigga.
handled privately. If there's
Yeah,
ever
it definitely should. It definitely should have.
something important, something real for me to address or say, you will hear it directly from me. You'll always hear it from me. Don't let all the noise distract you from that. I wish the best.
See, that is the thing, though. He do got to remember his responsibility. But if a bull went on his social media, like, just say you a regular nigga, right? You don't got to worry about none of this happening because you're not famous. So Kai, he probably didn't really think about it. Like, this the first time this happened to him. He like, I ain't never getting in no relationship ever again. He ain't know people was going to go over there and send death threats to the shorty. Like, even though, you know what I'm saying, you could assume as much. It makes sense in hindsight that they would. But who would be thinking about that off rip when you've never been here before? So, I give him the benefit of the doubt. But seeing how things went down and still not stepping in, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you still got respect for the John, just be like, hey, y'all doing the most. Stop, my nigga. Like, cause like Shorty went through it for a whole month straight without him saying nothing. It's crazy.
Gabriella and asked to please respect both sides. The reason why he did this is because a lot of people, including those who watched my stream covering these things and they came up and commentated, asked for this. Why? Simply because the internet is a vicious place to these people who put their life all out there for them to, comment on. And it's crazy because they ask for all these things, the online community. But then as soon as they get it, they use it and they weaponize that life against the creators that they asked for this life from. And some people, like Cameron in this situation, know these things. They know that their audience can weaponize words against them. That's why they leave things vague. That's why they address these different things. That's why T Banks even went to the internet to say these different things and kind of put the cart in front of the horse. Do I think it was the most mature way? Absolutely not. Do I understand why he did it? Of course. Things that happened to Gigi in the past couple of months with all the stories about the NBA YoungBoys and everything like that was absolutely insane. And trust me, that was just the surface level. So in order to jump in front of any of that, T Banks did what any other young commentator, streamer, content creator, influencer would do. He sat down in front of his camera, hit start streaming, and just started talking. He started to talk in defense, and then it turned into offense. But to be quite honest with you, I don't think that it was the way to go about doing it. And I'll always remain that to be the fact. But it's the nature of the beast.
If somebody claiming about exposing me, I don't even blame the nigga. I don't blame him for real, bro. I get it.
Can't lie.
Especially because you gonna get bread off that joint. I'm pretty sure he dropped a vid on that hoe. That joint got like 100K views in 3 days. My nigga, I do the same thing. Especially if she claimed to come first. Like, yeah, bro, come on. Let's do it. Like, yeah.
Ultimately, T Banks does acknowledge how the troll clips can come off and went on to apologize for all the damage that is done, not only to his significant others, but to his own PR for having that be the way that he treats his significant others on camera.
I watched some of the clips with me and Cynthia, I'd be like, damn, nigga, you was going too hard, my nigga. Sure, it was funny in the moment, but like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, you playing too much, my nigga.
Yeah.
Some of the shit might even seem like playing, like some nigga might seem like you actually hate this person. Like, I'm doing way too much. Well, sometimes I look, I'm like, yo, cuz, I'm wild, cuz. And I even apologized to her about that. I even said, you know what, some of those clips, some of the things I was doing was fucked up. So I even apologized to my ex. Like, nigga, I wasn't even going through nothing. It wasn't like, I thought it was funny, but looking back, nigga, that shit was not funny at all. Now, some of the shit we go back and forth, sure, but for the most part, like, nigga, that shit was, at that point, making you seem like you putting someone on a platform just to embarrass them. It's not something that I just realized, gang. I'm 25. I've been realized it, and I ended up doing it again, and now I'm just learning from it, being a better person, just taking accountability, and there's still gonna be people mad at that I take accountability for it. Like, there's gonna be niggas in comments that still say things like, well, you could've did it anyway, I just still don't fucking like you anyways, you just talking about money. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna take full accountability. I'm not doing it to win those niggas' sides back. I don't give a fuck if you make a documentary on your break at your job. I'm not doing it to win those niggas back. I'm doing it because it's a grown man's what I'm supposed to do.
And I think that's a great acknowledgement.
That nigga is
Everything
hilarious.
Isn't
he said, I don't care if you make a documentary on your break at your job. Like, the jabs this nigga be throwing be so seamless and so subtle, bro. It'd be funny as shit.
Content contrary to popular belief, especially when we get into the conversations about these deeply intimate and personal relationships. Everything that you do isn't for content. These things do have actual consequences and repercussions. And I do like the fact that T Banks is acknowledging these things in real time and is, also acknowledging that he's learning and growing from these things. That's all we really can do. We make mistakes and we try to be better the next time. Now, I will say that I know everybody's waiting for the keep relationships off the internet moment, but last time I covered relationships, I told you guys that I do not think that that is the end all be all answer. Relationships can be on the internet. They can thrive on the internet. They can grow. They can be healthy. Every example that we see, though, is laced in toxicity. And at every step of the way, it seems as though there was toxicity in this relationship put on the forefront, whether it was from when they got together, whether it was from...
I just wouldn't make it your main content. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you start seeing what type of situations get the most views. You might start poking and prodding at your girlfriend for a reaction. You might, you know what I'm saying, start seeking out these moments of conflict because that's what gets you the bag. Once you start relying on your relationship as your form of content, your source of income, I feel like that's where it starts to get toxic because it's like, are we performing or are we really dating? Like, which one is it? So, food for thought. I feel like it definitely can work. If you have someone on the internet that you know what I'm saying, you can acknowledge dating somebody online. But don't make that, don't document your whole relationship. That's just weird.
The arguments in the middle or the content made in the middle, and now how we're handling the end of the T Banks and Cameron relationship. I just challenge people, don't be so black and white as content creators and think that it's either it's on the internet or it's not on the internet, because at the end of the day, the internet isn't making your relationship unhealthy or healthy. If the cameras weren't on, T Banks shouldn't be negging his significant other or insulting her, embarrassing her, whether, you know, the cameras are off or not. Like that just doesn't make sense. The cameras aren't making Cameron spill all the guts and all this other stuff to different people who aren't a part of the relationship.
No, it is. Let's keep it a buck. If she ain't have no platform, if T Banks didn't have no platform, she would not be talking about the nigga. Let's keep it a bean. But yes, right? I don't think it is the best idea for you to put everything about your relationship on the internet. You know what I'm saying? If I could give some advice, if you popping off something other than your relationship, you can see that girl content go crazy, but at the end of the day, don't make that your main shtick. Like, if you got famous off something else, if you got popping off something else, and you know you have the ability to be entertaining with something else, I would do that. Now, it's not wrong with bringing your girl on stream, showing the positives of your John, but the negatives, it's like, what do you really hope to accomplish? Is you trying to antagonize her? Is you trying to entertain your audience? It's a little shaky. So, T Banks, am I necessarily mad at him for exposing Cameron? Not really. Especially when she was acting scattered. Now, I don't know if he took her back after all that. If you took her back after all that and now you telling everybody her red flags and that she cheated on you, that's kind of crazy. But I don't think T Banks is that type of bull, just the impression I get from him. So I'm going to wait to, cast my judgment until I would know further information regarding that topic. But in the meantime, let me know what you guys think of the topic in the comment section down below. Who do you think is in the wrong? Cameron? Is it T Banks? Do you think they should have even brought anything to the internet? Do you think it's a good idea for people to bring the relationships at all to the internet? Let me know everything in the comment section down below. Please make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Love y'all. Peace.